going to start off, if you can introduce yourself and what brand you represent.
Ladies first. Who you are and where you're from.
My name's Heather Rakadrudru. I'm from Napa, California, born and raised. I actually went to school there. I enjoyed college there as well. So my roots are here in California.
My name is Ilaitia Heather Rakadrudru, and I'm from Fiji, represent. And I grew up in Fiji, and in my early 20s, I decided to try something different and move across and go overseas. It's always been a dream to go overseas, as all Fijians do. Rugby was the very important thing. But due to other things, injuries and all that, but I felt that in my head was like, I gotta go overseas. And I love Fiji, but I knew in my head was that I needed to go overseas. There are greener pastures out there. And so for me, leaving Fiji to go there was that I was gonna learn so much from where I was gonna go. Wherever it was, if it was Europe, it was New Zealand, Australia, because that's mostly where we go. I decided to come to the US. And with that, I was gonna learn the culture and learn everything about what the strengths were and bring it back to me and take it back to my people. So I came to the US, and that's when I met Heather. And
Yes.
To this like culmination.
everything made sense.
Yeah.
I was like, of course it did, yes. Now he's my husband. But like, you know, how did my oceanic life and my farming life and my home life of the way that my mom was always like really giving us the word of God through every day of our lives, being our preschool teacher in our homeschools, it was amazing.
Yes.
I come to him and he's like, oh man, that's really interesting how my mom was also a preschool teacher and she did the Sunday school and my family was in farming and my family is in oceanic life and just all of these things. And it was just a cool like weave that God just put us together, you know? So that's who I am and what we've become, and how Viti Pearl really came around. It was because both of us had this joy behind our background.
So, what does Viti Pearl mean to both of you? Like, what does it mean to you individually as well?
Go ahead. Ladies first, always.
No, this time I'm going to let the head of the household do that.
Viti Pearl, it means a lot of things to me. It's I will say right from I would say a keyword for it is like it means everything. It means who I represent. Who I represent is the Rakadrudru family, and who I represent is the people that came before me, and the people that came before me is my village.
Yes.
And so who I represent is my village, and my village is my dad. Right, as I look down, the very first person I see is my dad. And from my dad, I would say my grandfather. And my grandfather, I would see the forefathers. And the forefathers, that represents my village. And my village, for a very long time, before it became commercialized, pearl, because we're talking about pearls, it was one of the things that they would go to the ocean and they would bring out. And it would be something that I would say people from Laos, they would represent a mat. They would wave a mat and they would present it to another tribe that they, and from where we're from, it's the same thing. It's the pearl. It's a gift to another tribe. And then it's something that comes from my village. And so it means a lot to me, because that it represents my village, and there's a story that goes with it. But
Get in and let's go into our backyard and find, you know, our diamond but it's not a diamond, it's not gold, it's pearls, it's a gemstone. That is a value. And it's not just the value that comes in a gemstone, it's the value that comes in the heart of the people who are doing it. And that's what we want to represent, is the people who are doing it. And that's our family. That's my sisters, that's my aunties, that's my grandmothers, that's my ndauve. Yes. So when we go back to the village and we present the things that we've created from the items that they've created, we put something that they made out of the ocean, and we brought something and put it into a setting, and now we're presenting it to the world. We're presenting it to our community. We're presenting it to the people who came from where the pearls came from. And they're like, wow, this is an amazing product. And the way that they're seeing it is like, there's a bigger joy behind what we're making, because they know that they've set foot in that soil. They've walked in that sand. They've swam in those waters. So it goes back to watering the roots. We were able to sit down with the ladies. The chief had asked us, please sit down with the ladies and tell them what it is that they're doing is not just for a contract that they're in. It's not just to make ends meet for the day. It's about making ends meet for our generations to come. We really want to create generational wealth within our family. So sitting down with them, there was, I think, about 40 approximately. And as we were sitting with them and us telling them the value of their creation, they didn't realize that it could go so much farther than just allowing them to receive the baseline.
Viti Pearl wants to promote pearls. At the same time, from the back end, our message also is leveling up as native Fijians. As I'm an indigenous Fijian, and so my message back to my people and our people as a family is that we can level up also. Does not matter the color of your skin. And so with that, X amount of money, I'm not going to say how much that they made, X amount of money, let's just say 20,000 that they've made. So that 20,000, if we measure that 20,000 in a year, and it's for the Songo ni Marama, which is women's organization, if we say in English to people that do not understand Fijian, right? They are receiving 20,000 from their harvest. So the 20,000 in a year, and then we will break that down to the amount of individual mothers or individuals, female, or it'll probably come down to, I'd say, how much was it? It was like, I'd say $80 per head. For 1 year, that is what you're making. I know that 20,000 is a big money. It's a big figure, but if we bring it to perspective in terms of business, what it's really worth, and to how much it needs to go to the individuals that were sweating and jumping into the ocean and cleaning the oyster, how many times have they been doing that? And now I'm going to harvest that, and I'm receiving that 20,000. So the 20,000, let's just say it's 12 months. That'll probably come to $85 per head. And so to me, bringing that back was like, there's something wrong here. So we felt as a couple, as we're coming back, was like, you know what? Can we come alongside the village? And then, I know, maybe because of the market, so they do not have the market. Okay, we'll come alongside them. With that, our aim, since we live in the U.S., we want to bring the market over here. We want to see that the people in our village actually are going to harvest the pearls and straight from the village to the marketplace, and there's no middleman, there's nothing whatsoever. But that way they are getting the full benefit of what they are sweating every day. And so that is our heart. That's the drive that we are driving from our Viti Pearl. It's the pearl, the name, but the layers behind that is that we want our people that they can level up also and actually receive the sweat, the benefits of what they do daily and going to the ocean, and not just giving it to somebody, which is great business also for the other party to do what they need to do. But our part is that, you know what, I'm from Raviravi. I live in the United States, and I'm thankful for God's provision. But our portion as Viti Pearl is that we want to promote Viti Pearl for Raviravi so that they can get that market, number one. Number two, our village to level up also with the market. So that's where we're at, the back end of who we really are. Yeah.
So you were saying that they don't have the market, but it's not just that they don't have the market. That's one of the big portions, but the other portion is that they don't have the power, they don't have the resources, they don't have the machines, they don't have the boat, they don't have, everything's loaned to them through a contract that they're in right now. So we're encouraging them to be autonomous. So what we are is we're hoping to be a bridge, a helper, to allow them to see what they can do if they had these products in their hands. And power is a huge thing. And so thank God Tia is involved in solar and understands he's an electrician, so he has the understanding over what we can do to provide what they need. So once they do have these pearls in their hands, what they can do with them afterward also, and then to market them. So that's,
be able to process it there in the
right
village.
there in the village.
Power is one of a big problem.
Yes.
And so from our perspective, it's like, okay, if power is a problem, how can we fix that? So we were coming alongside, trying to come up with solutions also in terms of, okay, if there's a lack in a way, okay, what is the lack? Okay, number one is power, because they need power tools to cut something. So how can we come alongside ideas? And so one of it is power. So we need power. So solar could be an alternative. And so with that, we were trying to come alongside that also in bringing that over so they can do the thing that they need to do, because power, time is money and money is time.
Right.
And so with that, power is a necessity.
Right.
And so, we really wanted to come alongside what are ways that they are lacking in, not in financial ways only, but in ways that they can really come up. And so one thing is power. So we want to bring that over.
Yes, right.
But let's talk about how the brand impacts your family life.
Wow. Oh man.
In so many ways. Go ahead, Ben. I have a few things to say, but I'll let you start.
Our family we're in two different places in our lives. I'm a nurse. He's in solar. In time, we will be retiring. We want to be able to offer generational wealth to our children, as well as to our external family, and the generations to come. So we are looking at the bigger portion over us in retirement and actually living in our village. So to create that, again, a bridge, that is kind of where we're at right now. We want to give to our children the idea of creating something out of using our creativity to make something that will last a lifetime.
But this is what I want to say. As Viti Pearl, Viti is Fiji. Start off with that. Like for me, I see Viti Pearl as Fiji. The word Viti is who we are as Fijians, and what we really represent in my family. I want to see that be represented. I want to see Fiji be represented, and the blessing and the favor that I am rejoicing and I'm excited about is that I could be a vessel to be part of it.
Yes.
And Viti Pearl is just it's that, you know, and I want to see my family carry that also, is to carry a portion of Fiji. I want the world to understand that. Not only to understand that, but to enjoy that as they are buying the pearls. That it's, you know, it represents Fiji. It's not only just a pearl that they buy, but it represents our story also. It represents who we are as a people group. And my family to be able to pass it from generation to generation. That it came from a humble mother water village, and it's called Raviravi. And so I look forward to so many good things that's going to come out of that.
Where do you see Viti Pearl 5 years from now?
That's your vision, baby. Go.
I think so. We're going to quit. Just joking. No. It's a joke. Hey, come on. This is who I represent. No. 5 years from now, you know, across the South Pacific, there are few names that we know pearls from. Tahiti, Cook Island, top on the list. And so Fiji is coming up also. And to be part of that, Viti Pearl from Raviravi, they go to all these places that represent the South Pacific, including Hawaii, because a lot of things, it talks about Hawaii in the US. So my aim is that when they are buying a product that comes from the island, which is the pearls, because we're representing the pearls, the question that they're going to ask is that, is this from Fiji? That is my aim 5 years from now. They're not going to say, is this, maybe I'm too too harsh to say that. Is this Cook Island pearls? Is this Tahitian pearls? But mine is like, is this Fijian pearls? And it will be really good that they will buy it. Not only that, then it is Viti pearls.
So the other thing is that we would like to see our pearls in storefronts that are local, and then outside of that, in other like surrounding islands, as well as across the seas. We want to create that bridge. We're bridging the gaps between lots of places, not just between us and so from Raviravi to here in California, as we just were in San Francisco. We're not just bridging that gap, we're bridging the gap from Raviravi to go even across the world is the idea. In 5 years, I believe that we will be well known.
What advice do you have for other entrepreneurs?
Oh, I don't have any. just make it till you get it. No.
He's funny.
Good luck. Good luck in the future.
Have fun. No. One of the things that we were talking about passing along is finding a need. There's a need, then you have found a niche where you may be able to help someone. Everyone has a beautiful characteristic, and what can we do to help that characteristic? Maybe they don't understand those portions. That's why we're all individuals. We all have a different place in this world. And if we can come together to work together to make something more beautiful, or maybe market it better, or maybe turn it into something that can be well known, as he was saying, let's do that. Let's work together. Let's see if we can create something that's not just this level. Let's take it to the next level.
I have something to say.
I know you do.
Which camera? That camera or this camera? Okay, whichever camera. Maybe this one, maybe that one, right?
Ay, ay, ay.
This one,
My husband.
I know there's, I'm sorry. They say, follow your dream or your passion. I totally disagree. So for me, my advice is follow where the money is and follow where the need is.
Yes.
Make the need your passion. And out of that, you will make a lot of money. Where there is a need, if you can meet that need, you will do good. And out of that, make it your passion. And so that's something I would say. It's like even for me, my passion is totally different from this. But I know where the need is. And the need is, there's something. So with that, I need to level up to that also. And through that, I'm gonna create that to make it my passion. And so, you know, as people are learning to do so many things to be successful in business.
All right, let's talk Fiji Runway. How was Fiji Runway for you?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Viti Runway made our pearls come alive. It was like before it was just a product, and then on a person it became just life. It was amazing. I was so excited when I was trying to just put a pearl on someone and they were like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I feel so elegant. I feel so exquisite. And I was just, man, I didn't see it when it was just in the package. Now I see it on you and I'm like, this is amazing. I feel so beautiful right now. Like I feel beautiful seeing you wear it.
Yes, to me, Runaway is it's an expression of bringing Fiji to someplace that's totally foreign to Fiji.
Yes.
And so to be part of it as Viti Pearl, it's an honor to do that. But I was so moved by Fiji Runaway because you guys are bringing Fiji to the United States and San Francisco.
Yeah.
And with that, you know, it speaks a lot of you know, who we are and what we represent as a people group back home in Fiji, and to be able to bring that in a whole different platform in San Francisco, and to showcase what Fijians can do over here. And so that, to me, Fiji Runway, like it's right there. You guys represent Fiji well there in a platform for a generation that is, I would say Fijians in the United States say Santa Rosa, and you. So we are like right there, right? And so bringing that to the United States and to be able to showcase who we are as a people group through Fiji Runaway, and it's a good thing. You know, I was excited. I was looking forward to Fiji Runaway like a week ago, and like day 1, day 2, day 3, and you know, now it's next Saturday, and what you guys showcase is something that you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing over in San Francisco, and talking about Mbula Boy, you know, what Mbula Boy represents. It's a new generation of Fijians also that are living in California or wherever we're from the United States, and we can say Canada. You know, they will identify to that. The second, third generations of Fijians, they identify to Mbula Boy. Now in Europe, it's a second generation, third generations of Fijians also. And so with that, I'm privileged to be able to be part of what Fiji Runaway is doing, and we look forward to the so many new stuff that Fiji Runaway is going to do.
Yeah.